guys, so I just wanted to do a quick video about one of my favorite travel credit cards, and that would be this item here, which is the United Club Infinite card. And this is United's most expensive credit card. You can see it's quite pretty. I love the logo. I think the design is really great. But it is a very expensive credit card to have. The annual fee is quite steep. So even though I do personally fly United a lot and think this is one of the best credit cards you could have as far as airlines go, it's still kind of an investment. So if you're on the fence about getting this card, I'm going to go through a few of the pros and cons, and then you can make your own decision. Because if you do travel frequently, it is a good idea to get a travel credit card where you can start earning points and miles, because those points and miles can really save you a lot of money. I'll give you an example. I've been a Mileage Plus member for a while, and I was able to fly free to Venice and to London. And otherwise, that would have cost me like over $3,000, especially because I have to fly in the summer being a teacher, and airline tickets are more expensive that time of year. So it really does help if you can get a credit card to help you out with those initial costs. But again, like I said, the annual fee for this one is pretty steep. So let's talk about whether or not it's worth it. Without a doubt, one of the best benefits to this credit card is having United Club membership, and that will grant you unlimited access to United Clubs as well as select Star Alliance lounges when you're flying United as well as its partners. What I absolutely love about this benefit is that club membership costs up to $650 a year, and that actually covers the cost of your annual fee, which I'll talk about later. Of course, if you don't fly with United multiple times a year, it can be very difficult to get this benefit because you do need to be flying with United or with one of their partner airlines to get lounge access. But when you do have that lounge access, it's wonderful. And I know with some of United's other cards, you can get lounge passes, but I know that people have run into issues where the lounge won't accept one-day passes. So this card, it gives you that access no matter what, as opposed to the one-day passes. So that's just something to keep in mind if you love lounges. Not to mention, you can also take one guest with you. So I've taken my friends, I've taken my mom, and it is really nice to get out of the hustle and bustle of the airport. Those United lounges are nice. They're very nice. So are some of United's partner airlines. They have good lounges too. But let's talk about money. So club membership is $650 a year. The United Club card's annual fee is $525. So if you're someone who loves lounges and you know you're going to use those United lounges, the high annual fee already paid for itself, but still, $525 a year is pretty expensive and steep. So if you're somebody who only flies United sporadically, or if you're somebody who really isn't all that fussed about lounge access, then maybe you would be better off picking one of United's other cards, or just doing a general travel card such as the Chase Sapphire Preferred, where you can earn points with pretty much any airline or any hotel as opposed to a specific brand. But again, if you're somebody who travels frequently, especially with United, and you know you're going to come across those United and Star Alliance lounges, and you do want the little bit of quiet space, if you just don't want to be spending money on airport food, if you just kind of want a place to chill out because the bathrooms there are really nice and they do have comfy sofas, then yeah, spending $525 on an annual fee when you would otherwise be paying $650 for the lounge access isn't really a bad deal. So again, it's entirely up to you what it is that you value, but the club access really is a huge benefit to this card. But there are more, and I'm going to talk about them now. I know I talked to you about flying for free using miles, and the really cool thing with this credit card is if you use your United Club Infinite to book United purchases, you will earn 9 miles per dollar on all United purchases. So think about how quickly you can stack miles if you fly with them frequently. So in a sense, that could also pay for that very high annual fee, just something to keep in mind. Furthermore, you will earn 4 miles on hotel stays that are booked through United Hotels, as well as 2 miles per dollar on all other travel and dining purchases. So that is definitely something worth considering. But really, that 9 miles per dollar on United purchases is, as far as I know, higher than any other airline credit cards offer. So that's really, really, really good. So if you're in a United hub, definitely consider getting this card, particularly if you want to travel with them frequently. Now, I know I keep emphasizing the importance of traveling with United frequently to make this card worth it, and that is really true. Like when you consider the annual fee, which again is over $500, you have to think about how frequently you're actually going to use the benefits. So if you live near a United hub, for example, Newark or Houston or Denver, then definitely consider the card because it could make your travel experiences a lot easier. But honestly, if you don't use United, you really don't want to bother with this card. Another downside is you do need really, really good credit to be approved for this credit card. It is through Chase Bank, and they are pretty strict about who they approve and who they don't. And you'll also want to think about how many credit cards you've opened the past year. I know there's a lot of travel influencers out there who like to churn credit cards to maximize their points. So if you've opened a lot of cards in the past year, you may get denied for this one because I know that Chase does limit the amount of cards you can open at any given time. So that's just something else that you need to consider before opening this card or applying for it. As for other benefits, something that I love about this credit card is that United will give you free bags. So you'll get a free first and second checked bag for you and one companion on the same reservation. So if you're the sort of person who loves to buy souvenirs and you have a bit of a shopping addiction like me, this is an excellent credit card for you because you won't have to worry about those checked baggage fees. And if you check your bags, yes, sure, you may run the risk of losing your luggage, but at least you're not fighting with a bunch of people for that overhead space because that's incredibly annoying. So yeah, definitely take advantage of the free first and second checked bags with this credit card because it's really great and it's one of the benefits that I actually use the most. More, this card comes with other benefits that are pretty common among other travel credit cards, and that includes travel insurance, particularly trip interruption and cancellation insurance, as well as rental car insurance. Do keep in mind, though, that if you are traveling overseas, your medical insurance may not cover you, and this travel credit card does not cover medical insurance if you have an emergency abroad, so do be sure to purchase supplemental insurance if you need it. Furthermore, what I like about this card is you do get a credit for either Global Entry or TSA PreCheck. I personally went with Global Entry because I travel overseas frequently, but whichever you go with is up to you. And it's nice because you don't have to pay that initial fee for it, and that also makes traveling through the airport a little bit easier. I know I love not waiting in that long line to re-enter the United States after a very long flight. So it is worth it. And hey, you don't have to pay for it. So that's another thing that your annual fee covers, which will alleviate some of the guilt of paying for a $525 annual fee. But as you can see, there's lots of benefits, right? You get the club access, which would cost over $600 at a la carte. You do get those 9 miles per United purchase. You do have Global Entry covered. You do get those free checked bags. So really the benefits are well worth it if you travel with United or live near a United hub. Like I said, it may not be worth it if you don't fly with United or you're not near a hub, but for those of you who are and want a smoother travel experience, it's definitely worth considering. Now, I will say for those of you who are wondering if this credit card has the same perks as status, not quite. This year, I happen to have silver status. Yes, lowly silver. But with silver, you can still get free upgrades. You do get Economy Plus upon check-in, and this card does not have those benefits. You do need to either get an Economy Plus subscription or get status to get those benefits. But for the most part, this card really does have you covered with these perks. So it is a really great option for you if you just want to travel a bit more comfortably. I know for me, being a fearful flyer, there's something to be said for just being able to go to the lounge and enjoying nice bathrooms and not having to worry about paying for food. So even just that peace of mind is worth it. But of course, it's up to you. So that's all for me, and I hope you're all having a wonderful night. And please travel safe, and I'll see you all in the next one. Take care of yourselves. Bye. P.S. One last thing, if you're enjoying this channel, remember to subscribe because it does help me out. I know, little selfish, but I just wanted to add that little tiny announcement on at the end, and I hope you do subscribe and stick around. Hopefully these videos keep getting better in quality. I'm learning slowly but surely, and I'm definitely excited to release some more destination-specific videos with you all. So take care. Have a good one.